Welcome to the movie Madhouse. I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Right? Welcome back, Jeff. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me. Glad to be back.
Trying to remember which way.
Welcome back.
How are you fellas doing?
There we go. Good.
Yes.
I'm 50.
Oh, shit.
On purpose?
I turned 50 last Thursday. So
Well, happy belated birthday.
Well, congrats, man. Happy birthday.
Yay!
thank you. Yes, I am a half century and I'm old as fuck. So
Uh-huh.
Damn.
So and we're gonna be talking about an old as fuck movie.
Exactly. Dang.
From the 80s.
Yeah, I can't remember what spurred this conversation to watch this.
I think it's because last time we talked about Highlander and it was like a hidden gem from the 80s. So then you were like, let's try to figure out other hidden gems, which is ironic.
That's right.
The movie's called The Hidden. So
Probably
That you had never seen.
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
That's right, because it's a fresh perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And now
And so this movie, though, are we all in the same boat now? Except for you, Rob?
I think except for me, Jay.
Oh, nice.
What do you mean?
Have you seen this before today? Like before now?
I know I watched it when it first came out. I don't remember anything from it at all. So when I watched it, I've now watched it twice because I watched it again last night. But when I did rewatch it, that was basically a first time watch because I remembered nothing other than the flamethrower gun and the special laser thing. That's all I could remember.
Hunk of silver.
Yeah.
James, was this your first viewing?
This was my first viewing, and I was telling Jason last week, I kind of wish I had seen this when I was younger, back in the 80s, because I may have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I imagine back in the 80s, the effects, which weren't bad, the creature effects, the makeup effects, were probably pretty good for the day. Not like the level of The Thing, but pretty good for the day.
Not bad. Visually, it doesn't age well.
Mm-mm. But I mean,
No.
what movie from the 80s does, aside from a couple, you know?
Exactly. Oh yeah, there is that to consider. But man, this was in that respect, this was a rough watch.
Well, okay, let's start out with the story. What did you guys think of the story?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. Yep.
Yeah, I liked it.
How far into it before you realized what was going on?
Few minutes.
Well, I wrote a couple notes down, and I was actually 13 minutes in is when I realized something else was going on, because it's like they don't hold anything back. They're just like the guy gets up and pukes the alien into the other person. It's like, wow, no subtlety whatsoever. They just get right into the story and let you know what's going on. So, but I thought it was cool they did that. They didn't try to like hide it, or they made it very obvious that it's an alien. So I give it props for doing that.
And he's just going to beat up or kill anyone.
Yep. I want this car
at any moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
You throw up a spoiler warning,
That's just
Yeah,
a
yeah.
spoiler warning
or is it necessary for a movie
totally
from the
just
80s?
gave a spoiler.
for a film from 1986. Yeah, sure. Let's
Okay.
do that. Spoiler alert, just in case.
I didn't say, right? Not knowing what the movie was really about, only because I remember seeing the VHS case when I was younger. I picked up on Kyle MacLachlan being an alien himself almost right away, just because the way he kept repeating things back to people. And it's like, he's got to be an alien.
And when he admits that the car was stolen, it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
What really confirmed it for me is when he went over to the cop's place and he started acting really weird when he saw the kid and everything. I was like, dude, this guy's got to be an alien for sure.
The way the kid reacted to him.
Yeah, exactly. She just stared at him.
Yep.
But sorry, go ahead.
Which is, that whole reveal at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll get to the end. Trust me.
So, but The story wise, the story is not half bad. It's fun and it was original. You know, it worked. It was the presentation is where it really lacks for me.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me curious because I only know of one other movie that follows this same trope, and it's called The Kiss.
By trope, you mean like specifically an alien invading like someone else's body?
Jumping from body to body, yes. But I'm wondering which one came first.
Well, Fallen does that. The demon possession one with Denzel.
Oh no, I'm legit talking about mouth to mouth alien transference.
Oh,
I've seen those videos.
Hence the name
Oh.
The Kiss, right?
Makes sense. Checks out.
What is it? The Faculty, kind of.
I was
Yeah,
kind
okay.
of thinking this was like a, the movie Species might have got
Oh,
some
yeah.
inspiration from this one, but you're right. Technically, the alien doesn't transfer between the mouths, so
Yeah,
but it reminded me of Species a little bit.
yeah, I can see that
A little
being
bit,
pulled
yeah.
from it.
Yeah.
And I just checked. Actually, Hidden is first, 1986, and The Kiss came out second, 1988.
Oh,
Okay.
So for
Maybe a
alien,
knockoff.
alien
Right.
transference movies, The Hidden is a first.
Okay.
I did think that Kyle MacLachlan and Michael Nuri had really good chemistry. Like they worked well together. I thought as the cop and the FBI agent,
Exactly.
and I liked the motivation for both of them. I thought it was pretty good. So
Okay, that's it starts to fall apart fairly quickly for me. It really
Really?
does, because there was nothing realistic, like even remotely. In particular, I'm talking about the police force. Okay, there we are. There's the captain, and he's talking with the chief or whoever it is. No, you can't have so and so. He's my best guy. If you take him away, crime rate will skyrocket. Gangs will run loose. The streets will be on fire. You can't have him. And 2 minutes later, Kyle MacLachlan walks in. Hey, go work with this guy. Like,
So-
what? What?
I don't see a problem with that.
I did like the one coworker who just kept getting the cases dumped on him.
yep.
It wasn't funny the
Yeah.
first time.
Don't give it to me. I haven't seen my wife in 3 weeks.
Okay, yeah. I love the fact that this thing started with a car chase, like literally right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know?
It opened with a bang. Was a good way to get you hooked.
Exactly. And
Okay,
a lot
I got a
Oh,
question
go
about the car chase. So, you know the movie Wayne's World? Is this the movie that Wayne's World spoofed with the guys walking back and forth with the glass? So in Wayne's World, there's a scene where there's two guys walking back and forth with glass. And they're like, "What are you doing here?" And they're like, "Oh, well, we got to keep walking back and forth across this road with holding this big pane of glass just in case someone drives through it." And then later on in the movie that happens. But then in this movie, it's actually legit. Like in the car chase scene at the beginning, he's driving and he drives through people walking with a pane of glass. And I'm wondering if this is the movie that Wayne's World spoofed. I'm
I
assuming.
think this may have been one of them because literally tons of movies in the
Oh, they were all
80s seem
doing
to
it?
do that. Yeah.
How about this?
I don't know
The
what Wayne's
alien.
World movie that is. It's got to be number 2 because that was not in number 1.
Was
I think it
number
might
two?
be. I think it might be number 2.
Oh, I might be thinking number two. I get it mixed up, but there's definitely in one of them. I know that. The second
How about-
Presbyterian church.
How about this though? The alien flees the wherever he was, takes off in the car. Moments later, the cops show up. They don't stop. They don't investigate. They just see the crowd of people pointing, "Go that way, go that way," having no idea what the alien looks like or what kind of car they're in. Just go that way.
Go get them. Okay.
You
Yeah.
do hear it now.
You'll find 'em.
No, you do hear the crowd yelling at them, saying, "Hey, it's a red Ferrari or black Ferrari, whatever
Oh, yeah.
it was." The crowd do yell out to them.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I did
This
that.
is- they did, but this is 1986. Okay. There's red Ferraris all over the place.
Yep.
I'm just saying. I didn't hear that.
And
so-
cocaine. A lot of that.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Especially
I
when you're
already
buying.
told you this movie does not present well for me. So yeah, I saw a lot of the issues. Okay, yes, I'm just trying to give it a little bit of cred where it's due. It was, you could hear the crowd yelling out to the cops and all that.
Makes you wonder if, like, after when they were doing the edit, they're like, "Yeah, how do the cops know where they're going?" And then they just ad lib those
Voiceover.
ADR.
Yeah, ADR. Yeah,
Throw that voiceover in there. Now he
Yeah.
knows.
That was
that
probably
kind of
it.
makes sense. And one more thing about the car chase too is when wasn't expecting it when he hits the dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he just smokes him and the guy goes flying. It's like, oh my god, they're not holding back at all.
A full-on Death Race 2000.
Yeah, it's like,
The-
whoa.
The only problem I have with that scene is the guy goes straight up in the air and then they cut to the road and the guy throws the wheelchair from the side. It lands on the
Yeah,
road. It's like, man, close enough.
that was the only unrealistic part.
That's right.
Yeah.
Everything else about those aliens. The one piece of makeup I thought was wicked was right at the end where you see the guy with the necks, the side of the necks, and you see his neck bulging. I think it's at the same point that he pulls open his shirt and or his sleeve and that arm pops out of his arm.
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool.
Right. I thought those were very good considering this is 86.
Yeah.
But it
Actually, he was probably one of my favorite parts. William Boyd as Jonathan Miller. I thought he was hilarious. Like, I need this car. I need the keys. I want this. So,
it's like a
I thought
Terminator.
the guy trying to sell the Ferrari. So he's like, and they're just doing lines of coke on the desk.
Yep.
Way to make a sale.
then he's like, he gets the keys. He's like, thank you. Bye. So, well.
That was the other wicked spot that I loved is right at the end when they're in the holding cells in the police station, and they're Michael Nouri and Kyle MacLachlan are in the cell, kind of hiding, and he's firing, and all of a sudden it goes quiet for a second. They're just about to creep around, pops out with his freaking rocket launcher. Bye.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
One shot. It was like, I thought that was nice. That's not something you see a lot of.
I wonder if like when they were filming, they're like, man, how do we like actually get this scene? And the guy's like, well, why don't we just make him pop up and say hello? F it, let's do it.
Done.
Let's try it.
It was a Harrison Ford moment. Why don't I shoot him?
Yeah. Just shoot him, bang.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But back to that scene where his neck's bulging and stuff, that it really makes me wonder about that physiology of that alien. Because it comes out like a giant slug. But yet, in that scene, there are legs poking out of his arm.
Oh, it was a giant slug, yes, but it did have a bunch of like tendrils.
Tendrils, yeah.
Whole bunch of them.
Yeah?
Like way too many to count.
Maybe
I'm assuming it like invades the whole body with the tendrils.
Exactly. Oh yeah, it's
animates
a full on puppet thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
And this got to be Terminator 3 before Terminator 3 was cool. When that thing took over the stripper, that was awesome.
I don't think the words Terminator 3 and cool have ever been spoken.
They might.
Talk to the hand.
They might.
Yeah. I need your boots, your clothes, and your motorcycle. Well, that's T2 technically.
But who was it that I saw that was in there? Here, bear with me 1 second. I'm going to bring it up.
There's several that guys in this movie.
That guys?
Oh, you want to know how dumb I am too? I'm like, man, McLaughlin, I recognize this guy from somewhere. What have I seen him in? And then I realized I was looking up IMDb. I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. He was in the original Dune. It's like, why does he look so familiar?
Well, he's really
Paul
young.
Atreides. Yeah.
Twin Peaks.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen Twin Peaks, which I know I'm an asshole. I know I suck.
I have never watched it either, and I never will. I'm not a Lynch fan, but I know Kyle MacLachlan was from that. So
yeah. Maybe I was just trying to put the original Dune out of my mind, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, and I really, really liked Denis Villeneuve's Part 1. I'm looking forward to the next one. So
I agree, man. Gonna go see that one in theaters.
Did anybody catch the super awesome cameo in the prison, like in the holding cells?
Oh, Danny Trejo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I was like, "That's Danny," and then he gets shot.
Yep.
He only says one line, I think.
He literally says one line. What kind of dress up are you guys, or something like that? And he gets shot. This is right near the end when they're in that holding cell area.
Yeah,
Legend has it he's still doing cameos to this day.
Yeah. I wonder whatever happened to him. Yes.
Yeah.
I can't find the guy that was in there. I can't find his name listed in the credits. but I want to say it's Isaiah Washington.
Well, he'd be too young.
He was on a show called Grey's Anatomy
Yeah.
and then got bumped. But he was one of the cops.
No. It's Richard Brooks.
Is that who I'm thinking?
Yeah, Isaiah Washington would look way too young in this movie.
No, impossible.
Richard Brooke. I look it up.
No, the one I don't know the actor's name, unfortunately, but the one colored detective, the one who had the Chekhov's gun, the literal Chekhov's gun in the beginning of the film with the flamethrower. But that's the actor who played Jubal Early in Firefly, the bounty hunter.
And he was in the Crow City of Angels and
I
Maybe
block out that film. I completely block out.
That's okay.
We don't talk about that.
He was on Law and Order.
What was his name?
ADA Paul Robina something. I don't know. The credits cut off. But real name Richard Brooks.
Dang it, you're right. That is the guy. I thought he was Isaiah Washington.
Isaiah Washington. How old is Isaiah Washington?
But that's where I know him from was Firefly. Okay. Yeah.
Richard Brooke is his name?
Yeah.
Richard Brooks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, and yes, can we please talk about the Chekhov's gun, the literal Chekhov's gun?
What
the friggin' flamethrower.
Oh,
that was awesome.
Like it was blatantly like, okay, we're gonna get to see that later. Cool.
Will this come into play later?
That's the hope, right? And then you are surprisingly shocked near the end when he pulls it out.
No one was shocked.
No shock.
No.
I'll admit, I actually forgot he had the flamethrower. So then when he pulled it, I was like, "Where'd he get this thing from?" I realized they showed it earlier.
Yeah, they picked it off some guy on the street. That's the part that I loved.
I do like the scene when he I think I can't remember if it's right before or after he uses the flamethrower. It's got to be after, and then it zooms in on McLaughlin, and there's like 20 guns all just point at him at one time. It's like, they wouldn't just shoot him anymore.
And then they still let him point the silver thing at the burning body.
Mm-hmm. And there was one part. Well, there's a lot of parts that the movie made me laugh a lot too. Like, because you don't expect some of the stuff that happens when the one dude's dog gets taken over by the alien. He's just at his fridge, and then it cuts, and the dog bursts through the window and knocks him into the fridge. I'm like, wow! There just again no subtlety, just bang. So I got to give the movie props for that.
See, now we know the dog they need to cast when they do the live action Hong Kong Phooey. Okay. That dog would kill, literally.
That dog is probably long dead by now.
Not to mention it like broke through wooden slats. It wasn't just like, a cheap door, broke right through the slats. So I thought it was good.
That dog meant business.
Yep. I need my dog food.
But yeah, it was fun watching this thing jump from body to body.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but even in the dog form, it had, it didn't care. It wanted something. It's going for it. So even the dog found that motivation with the character.
Mm-hmm.
They found a way to keep it consistent, which was cool.
Yeah.
Do you think this might be a good remake?
Yes, I do.
Oh yeah, this could work as a fun remake. I could see a series out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, like there's multiple of them, not just one, and they're trying to find them.
No, just one that keeps getting away.
You could add more. I'm just throwing it out.
Yeah.
Why not? If it's a series, you could have good ones and bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there could be more than one cop version, right?
Yeah.
So,
and it'd be cool if like there was say one of the good guys in the story ends up becoming one later on, but nobody knows, and then that could be a whole part of the series too, trying to figure out if the good guys have become the alien. A lot of potential there.
But let me ask you then, how come they transfer so differently, the good guys and the bad guys? Do you notice?
You're talking about how McLaughlin's also an alien, correct?
Yes. And
Yeah.
it's not a slug. It's a little beam of light.
Yeah. So that's what that was gonna be one of my questions. He is a different alien. He's not the same type of alien, correct?
I question that only because they kept talking in the jail cell. What's it like to be human? Fine. Like they
Yeah.
know.
Well, see, the reason I don't think he's the same type of alien is like you just said at the very end when it shows him and the other cop, it shows a beam of light. He's not just like slugging himself out of the thing. So I'm like, is it a different alien? Or okay, are we allowed to talk about the ending, or we got to wait for those?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So do you guys think that he took over Beck, or that he sacrificed himself and gave his life essence to Beck?
I think the second part.
That's what I think too, because of the beam of
Oh.
light. It wasn't like the alien, like if it was the slug thing, obviously you would know he took over Beck. But I want to think that what he did is he sacrificed himself to save Beck. But then I could see it being really dark where he took him over because he lost his family too. So I don't know. They don't really answer it.
Yeah, but I hadn't thought of it that way either. Like I didn't really think about the beam of light being something different like that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be honest, neither did I. Only because of the way the girl acts at the end.
Oh yeah, she looks suspicious.
Right.
Yeah.
But she
then
could be
again,
suspicious because she knows that something was right and a part of him could be in there, but it's still her dad.
And also she was just told her dad was going to die and now he's alive again. So I don't know. I think they purposely leave that ending like that. So you're like, did he take him over or did he save him? So I don't know.
See, I hadn't thought of that part, but yeah, that does give it a little bit of, it's a decent flick.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it makes you think a little bit.
Decent flick.
Yeah, dang, I never thought of it that way.
So you just straight up thought that he took him over?
Yeah, and I literally thought it was light because having the end of a movie with a black slug crawling in the guy's mouth wouldn't end it very well.
Yeah.
So they made it a beam of light.
So you're telling me these aliens are like, I have a choice. I can do the beam of light, which is far less messy, but F it, I'm going to slug myself in there every time because why not? You know?
That's how you know the bad guys.
Yeah, exactly. I must continue to be bad. Yeah, but that's a good point. That's why I think the movie deserves a little more credit than just your standard 80s action flick. Because for me, it made me think, like, question a little bit. You know, like, was McLaughlin actually a good alien or a bad alien? Because if he did take over Beck's body, well, then he's kind of a dick too.
Kinda.
So,
yeah.
And I could see him doing it because he lost his wife and his daughter, and he would want to. He's like, I got a chance to replace that. Or maybe he's a really good alien and he killed himself.
It's the whole WandaVision thing again.
Yeah.
And he was doing the same things. Like, did he steal? He stole the Porsche, right?
Yeah.
Like, he took over that identity. He was kind of doing the same thing as the other guy. Yeah. He didn't actually say he was a cop, did he?
I don't remember.
He said he was FBI.
Right. So that was part of the cover.
Mm-hmm.
We honestly don't know. He could be just another jerk, and he just one up the guy who killed his girl, you know?
So there is one thing that makes me think he might be a legit good alien is when at the very end, you remember Beck gets shot twice?
Mm-hmm.
He, instead of just going on the chase and continuing to chase the dude, which I also thought was kind of silly, he gets down and he looks at Beck and he tries to comfort him and stuff. So
he does say, I was looking on Wikipedia and I do remember from the movie, he does say that he's a lawman, but just from not around here.
Okay. He does.
But I think he uses the word lawman.
Okay.
So he's like space police.
He is a space cop. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Space cop. Is there a movie called Space Cop? That's a great movie name.
Ooh, but there's a movie called Space Truckers.
I've got to see that because
I've seen Space Truckers. Space Truckers has one really, really, really funny bit with the dude having to start his penis like a lawnmower.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah, Charles Dance from Game of Thrones. I haven't watched that movie, but I want to just because it has Charles Dance.
And
it's fun. Stephen Dorff and Dennis Hopper.
Yes,
really. I have to watch it. That's definitely going on my list right now.
And I feel like there is something called Space Cop. It's some sort of weird like cartoon thing. I don't know if it's a series or something like that. But it's really weird because it's like written by kids,
Oh,
or something like that. Like, so it's really random.
Wait a second, because look, I know about something called Space Cop. Wait
Space
a
Cop
second.
is ringing a bell. I'm telling you.
Space chimps, you mean?
No, not Space Chimp. Space Cop.
Space Cop.
Space Cop 2016. Let's see
Wow.
what this is all about. Space Cop is the story of a cop from the future of space who travels back in time to the present and is teamed up with a cop from the past who is unfrozen in the present. Together they must defeat evil aliens with a sinister plan.
Space Police Chief, played by Patton Oswalt.
It's got a 5.2. I can't trust that.
Yes.
Rich Evans. Yeah.
Action, comedy, sci-fi. Space Cop has been used.
I am morbidly curious. I will admit. If that one's on Tubi,
more than anything.
If that one's on Tubi, I may land on it. I'm just saying.
Well, you have to now. It's called Space Cop. I have no choice.
Yeah. I'm kind of sucked in on that one. It's right in the title. I'm all in.
Yep.
Well, here's an interesting little thing. Michael Nouri actually was offered a different role and turned it down for this one.
Lethal Weapon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was offered the role of Riggs.
Oh.
And turned it down for this.
Wow. Ouch.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I feel like he probably could have did good as Mel Gibson's character, though, too. Like, I know it's easy. Like, we only know Mel Gibson as him, but because that's who he is, right?
Well, that's like the other things. Like, originally Tom Selleck was cast as Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So what would Indy look like as Tom Selleck?
Yep.
And see, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at trying to picture somebody else playing an iconic role that I only know one way. It just I can't look past that.
You guys are gonna hate me. And I absolutely love Harrison Ford as Han Solo. 100%. He is Han Solo. But I do believe that Kurt Russell would have made a great Han Solo as well. 100%. And he was even in the casting for it.
I've seen the casting tapes. Yeah.
You guys might think that's blasphemy, but I'm like, man, I think Kurt Russell could have done it.
Oh, no.
No. Definitely.
Like, what
definitely
was the other guy? Alan Perry was also in the running for Han Solo.
So was Christopher Walken.
And Christopher Walken. Who was the other
Hey,
one?
Luke. I can't do Christopher. No, I'm not going to try.
Damn. I can't remember the other.
I gotta say, Kurt Russell would have been great too. Like, honestly, there's no way he would have failed at that.
I think he would have respected the role a little bit more in later years, because you can tell when you watch interviews with Harrison Ford, he's like, he doesn't like Han Solo. And it's like, I get it. You're probably sick and annoyed of it, but that's the character that made you, man. You should give it a little bit of respect.
No, dude, he's hated it from day one.
But
he's a full-on grumpy old man.
Yeah, it's like,
literally,
that's the role that made you.
The only reason Han was frozen in carbonite at the end of Empire is because of Harrison Ford.
He wanted to be killed off.
Yeah, he said, kill me off. I'm not coming back. And so George is like, crap, he might not come back. Let's freeze him, just in case. And then he finally got his wish.
And then they backed up the truckload of money.
Yep.
And they figured out a way to break him out of the ice.
He's like, I didn't kill my wife.
Exactly. But not only then, when they finally do give him his death wish, he jumps back 2 movies later. He comes back for another cameo.
Yeah.
It's
like you said, it's the money, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got to keep the name out there a little bit, however you can, right? That's what his publicist is saying.
Yeah.
Come on, Harry. Come on, Harry. Go back and put the fedora on one more time. Just keep that ball rolling.
He said it on Conan when the Force Awakens came out. Conan was asking him, so you came back for the Force Awakens? Was it good? Like, was it the script? What made you want to come back? He goes, they were paying me.
Yeah. I watched one interview with him too. We were like, so, you were there when they filmed the scene. In your opinion, who shot first? Was it you or Greedo? He's like, I don't give a shit who shot first.
Yeah.
Can't you participate a little bit? Like pretend you like it for the fans a little bit.
My favorite though is the one on Conan when someone comes out with the Millennium Falcon Lego.
Oh yeah,
and they want Harrison Ford to sign it. He goes, "Oh, okay, no problem." Fumble, fumble. It
that was the UCS set too, like 7,000 pieces. Crazy.
was huge.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The only one that I can remember was when Chewbacca was in the audience and he starts arguing, "You slept with my wife."
Yep. Yes. They ran that for like 3 years, like the whole joke all the time. It was funny. But nothing beats the ultimate talk show prank. And that is Sir Paul Rudd
Yes.
with Conan.
Yeah. Oh
I don't
yeah.
know if I've seen that one.
Oh
Are
my
you-
God.
You're not familiar with the Mac and Me running joke?
For like
Mhm.
12 or 13 years, anytime he would go on there, well, not every time because they would know, but the vast majority, you can Google a YouTube video and he'll be sitting there talking about, what was it? Oh, Anchorman 2. Oh, yeah. And they let me bring a clip. Boom. It's Mac and Me, this scene from Mac and Me.
Where the kid in the wheelchair goes rolling down a hill and goes off a cliff.
Yeah. There's a couple times.
They were just trolling him the whole time, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, Paul Rudd was trolling Conan, like huge.
Oh.
Every
And then
time.
he was
That's
awesome.
he did that
Yeah.
show where he was cloned. I can't remember what that show was called. So in this clip, the kid goes down the hill, goes over the waterfall, and at the very end, when he hits the water, the little alien sits up, right? So when he was talking about this cloning show, he goes, "Here, roll a clip," and they did the same clip. But when they hit the end and the little alien sat up, all these other little aliens sat up exactly the same. He goes,
I
"You can
gotta
see the
check
cloning
that.
in there. How good it is."
wow. What was it called again? I'm going to look it up at some point.
Paul Rudd, Mac and Me.
Mac and Me. Gotcha.
Because he
Yeah.
did. I'm pretty sure he did it for Avengers Endgame.
Yep, he did it for
He did
Avengers
it.
Endgame.
There's a compilation out there of all the times. There's so many.
What's the one where he was the hippie brother?
Our idiot bro.
What's that?
Our idiot brother.
Yeah, our idiot brother. There we go. Because he did it for that one too. And
He-
then
I think he did something for like the Friends finale.
possibly, I do know Conan had Bill Hader on his show after this, like he did another show. And he had Bill Hader on there talking about having Paul Rudd on Saturday Night Live. And Paul Rudd comes out and says, "No, you are completely wrong. That's not how the rehearsal went." And Bill Hader starts to look all panicked. He's like, "Oh, crap." He goes, "I got the footage because they record the dress rehearsal. You roll it." And then he rolled it and it was Mac and Me again.
Oh, genius trolling.
Yep. Like he is the king of talk show gag, that guy. Nobody can top him, I don't think.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with him. It's probably fun to hang out with.
Oh, big time.
I hope so. He's one of those ones that you never want to hear a bad word about.
No,
You know,
definitely not.
Please not him.
Yeah, he's our jewel, our crown jewel. We can't let him.
He's one of
be tainted.
You know, him. There's Tom Hanks and him, and there's probably a few others, but those are the top two.
I would put Henry Cavill in there only because he's like a super nerd as well, and he actually
He's
respects
getting
the
there.
roles that he
He's
wants to
getting
play.
there. Yes, he is definitely getting there.
So I'm going to go back to the hidden here for just a second because I
That
found
makes sense. Yeah.
I found this list. Oh no, trust me, we're used to rabbit holes. This place. We all talk about Tom Beck, the Alta cop there that nobody can live without, or crime will go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
How many other people do you think auditioned for that?
17.
And then I'll ask for names because remember, this is 1986. Well, I guess 85. They probably would have filmed it.
20. I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Holy snap. You got
No
it.
way. That's not right.
Yes.
There's no freaking way. Whatever.
Wow.
Wow. Cool.
Wow.
What's my? Well, do I get a gold star or something?
Yes.
Okay.
There's
Cool.
one right there.
Wow.
That was
Chances
good.
of that.
Wow.
But okay, now
So
in the
I
mid-80s,
thought you were gonna go like complete like 0 or like 100. I thought you were gonna say. But,
dude, it's literally 20.
wow.
But now in the 80s, who do you think some of these people are that would have auditioned?
Tom Cruise,
No.
Tom Hanks.
No.
Mel Gibson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, two people we were already talking about as well.
Tom Selleck,
No.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Really?
Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. When did we talk about Burt Reynolds?
I'm throwing a name out there.
Oh my
Timothy
God.
Dalton.
Burt Reynolds is on this list.
Holy crap! I hope you
Paul-
would have got to wear the hat.
Paul Rudd.
Big hat. It's funny. Yeah,
Paul
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
What was he, 60 back then? No. Paul Rudd did
He,
not.
he probably looked exactly the same.
Yeah.
I wonder. I'm just going to throw it out here. What about Arnold Schwarzenegger or Sly Stallone?
Both of them.
Really? Yeah.
Oh, really? Arnie
Yeah.
too, huh?
Yep. Bruce Willis.
Van Damme.
Nope.
Steven Seagal.
No.
No, that kind of predates Seagal, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, he was like, well, this is 80s. No, yeah, he was 89, 90.
Yeah.
91.
Under Siege
Oh,
was
okay.
91, wasn't it? I think that was his big.
Well,
break.
like Above the Law and Marked for Death or something.
They think they were 88.
Okay.
Well, what's his name? Chuck Norris.
No.
Oh, okay.
None of the kung fu people
Yeah.
are in here.
It makes sense with Stallone and Schwarzenegger because that was right around the time when they were just like trying to do the switch from always doing big buff dudes for the action roles and trying to get everyday men to do the roles. I guess that would have been more so Die Hard Bruce Willis. Maybe.
Okay, Sly, I could see getting a bit more everyman kind of role. Arnold could never do an everyman kind of role. The guy
It's coming out of your mouth.
exactly.
Yeah.
But here's the list they have: Mel Gibson, Harrison Ford, Kurt Russell,
Ah,
Chris Lambier, Michael Keaton. That would have been
Lambert.
interesting.
Michael Keaton.
Richard Dreyfuss, Ron Perlman,
Wow, that would
Stephen
be cool.
Lang.
Really?
Stephen
Yeah.
Lang.
Yep.
Yeah, I could see him playing that role.
Michael. Sorry.
I'm Stephen Lang in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of looked old even back then, though. Think
I don't
about,
even remember him back then.
Tombstone.
Like, I
guess
feel like
Tombstone was
Stephen Lang
93.
didn't hit my radar until like the late
yeah.
90s, early 2000s.
When was Tombstone?
93, but he's one of the bad guys in Tombstone.
Yeah, see, I didn't actually watch that until much later.
That's a great movie.
It is a good movie, man. I'll be a Huckleberry.
Let's see here.
It's crazy that they had all those actors and they went with Michael Nouri, which is cool, I think. It's like a lot of those were pretty bankable, more so than Michael Nouri, I'd say. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so it's cool they picked him.
This was early in Stephen Lang's career
Okay.
because literally in 85 he would have done 5 things.
Okay.
We're Fighting Back, American Playhouse, Twice in a Lifetime, Death of a Salesman, a TV movie, and Stone Pillow. So he wasn't a name then.
Okay.
Mm.
Michael Biehn, Dennis
yeah.
Quaid.
Dennis Quaid is here.
That would have been interesting to see Dennis Quaid as that. Jeff Bridges and Nick Nolte,
These are all great actors.
Mhm.
Gary Busey.
Wait,
Gary
okay,
Busey.
all you had to say was every 80s guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Tommy Lee Jones,
I was thinking Tommy Lee Jones.
Richard Gere, Burt Reynolds, Don Johnson, and then the last 3, Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Bruce Willis.
And they all auditioned.
Yes, they were all considered to play
Wow.
Tom Beck.
All considered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That almost sounds like kind of fluff. Like, we considered offering it to them.
We could see any of these people playing it, sort of.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
We sent them a script.
Yeah.
When they got it, they went, no.
Arnold's
Why?
going to call us back.
Yes.
We sent them a script with their steak dinner.
Yeah.
We got a good feeling about this.
Who sent these papers to me? I'm a cartoonist.
But I can see, like we were talking about different characters playing iconic roles. It would be so interesting to see how some of these people would have changed the movie.
It's funny you mentioned Stephen Lang because I could see him absolutely nailing that role. Maybe even Jeff Bridges, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
But
a
see,
couple of in there.
That's where you run into a problem because I don't see, Jeff Bridges or Kurt Russell. I see the Dude, or I see Snake Plissken
Yeah.
in that role. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Kurt Russell definitely could have pulled it off because look, Tango and Cash.
yeah.
Yeah, he can go to that realm. But
So you
no,
are saying Sylvester Stallone could do it too, then, because he was the other half.
yeah, but he was the straight man there.
I don't know.
He was the more by the book, prim and proper one.
Fair enough. Okay.
I feel like Stallone would have made in Arnold too. The movie would have went too macho with those guys, like just inherently, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's an alien.
I think it would have been cool to have Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sly Stallone as Tom Beck and Gallagher.
You can't even fit in the car.
But yeah, I keep looking at this, and I would love to see a remake.
Yeah.
Apparently, there was a sequel. I think there was like a made-for-TV sequel, if I remember reading correctly.
Really?
It came out
Really?
4 or 5 years later. Yeah, but they skipped the theater, just went right to VHS. I think it's either TV or VHS.
I'm looking this up now because I might have to watch that.
I'm positive. Hold on a sec. Hidden sequel. The Hidden 2 came out in 93. They live for lust. They live for power. They live forever.
Huh. Nope.
The alien criminal from the first movie is dead, but he left a few eggs, which are hatching now.
Oh God.
What? When did he leave eggs?
Yeah.
The good
Sounds
alien who still inhabits Tom Beck's body has been waiting just in case this happened.
Yeah.
So that confirms that he took over the body.
Yeah. I don't even know if he's in it.
Oh, wait, there it is. I was going to say, I don't even see it on IMDb, but yeah, okay, it exists. There it is.
I read it was not good. So probably pass on it. If
So
it
who
goes
plays
straight to
Tom
VHS,
Beck?
that's not a good sign.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. I don't know if it's actually even the same characters or if Tom Beck's in it.
Nope. Well, nope, Tom Beck is in it, played by Michael Weldon.
Oh, a new actor?
So
There's actually a character named McLaughlin.
Yeah. But Michael
This will
Weldon
show him for not coming back. He probably dies in the movie or something.
He is so new. His IMDb doesn't even have a picture. I have to see. Has this guy done any other acting?
Michael
He was in Under
Nuri is
Siege.
listed in the cast.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, as Tom Beck.
Hmm.
I wonder if they do some sort of like flashbacks to the first film.
Archive footage.
Oh, maybe.
Like laying the eggs or something.
No, that's literally what it says on IMDb. Michael Nuri, Tom Beck, archive footage.
Ah.
Okay, wait a minute then.
The entire opening 15 minutes of the movie, except for some shots of the dog becoming infected, are the final 15 minutes of The Hidden.
Oh,
That's one way to cut down your runtime.
yeah. We didn't have to film 20% of the movie. It's already filmed for us.
Oh, and this
called
place
Clip Show.
this film takes place in 2002,
Oh, it's in the future for them.
having been released in 93. Yes.
Hmm.
I think I know what our next episode's about.
I wonder if the eggs lay
No.
dormant or something.
No, I can't even pull the trigger on this one.
I feel like you should make a
Let's see,
rule
the
if it
alien?
goes straight to VHS. That should be like a rule.
Is this a potential recasting option here?
Oh,
for the hidden, like the
Yes.
first one, right?
For the hidden, yes.
If we were to make it nowadays,
Yes.
hmm.
Is this another episode for us to work on? A recasting of the hidden?
oh, good God.
With one of the options being like a director, so you get like what style of flick are you going for?
I like that idea.
Michael Bay, all explosions. Yeah, and
I just
Okay,
finished.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I got my director if we do that.
Okay. I just finished reading the summary of The Hidden 2. There was a part that wasn't seen available unless you clicked on it. It says, Unfortunately, his presence in the body has taken a terrible toll on it, draining it of its life energy. Additionally, relations with Beck's daughter, Juliet, now a cop, have deteriorated. But when the killing starts again, they will need to work together to stop the new generation of aliens.
Mm.
It's a father-daughter alien kick-ass story.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have to see it.
I have no choice.
That's right.
Nope, I'm not gonna do it. Nope.
No, but I think we should do a recasting.
Yes.
Would you be down for that, Jeff?
Yeah, like on this episode.
No, like
Yeah.
we'll do it.
in the
We'll
future?
do another episode. We'll have you back on, and then we'll do our recastings
Sure.
of the hidden.
I'm in.
So we'll work up a specific like cast list kind of thing, and then go from there.
Yep. I'm in on that.
I think it might be like 6 or 7 people because there's not a huge major cast.
So that's where
Kyle
you
MacLachlan,
have to.
You'd want to do like all the alien people, like the guy in the car at the beginning, the stripper,
Yeah.
obviously the main
Yeah.
characters, the mom, the daughter. There's enough there, I think you could work with.
And then, like I said, we add director in there.
That
so
sounded
you-
horrible the way I said that.
The vibe.
We know what you meant.
Yeah. Wow. There's enough to
That
work
didn't
there.
make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm now looking at this.
Hey, I watched the Blues Brothers again on my birthday, and I learned a new piece of trivia about that flick that I find extremely fascinating, and I'd like to share with you. Are you familiar
Really?
with the artist Johnny Horton, the old folk singer?
No.
Negative.
He's an old timey. My dad was a big fan, and he had a couple of hits. And one of them was called "Sink the Bismarck." It's like this marchy kind of tune about sinking the Bismarck, this big German battleship. And apparently, in the Bob's Country Bunker scene in the Blues Brothers, they filmed another song of them doing a cover of "Sink the Bismarck" by Johnny Horton. But it got cut from the film and the footage disappeared.
I hate that kind of stuff. When they cut a film and then they destroy the film, it's like, why?
Like,
Just
yeah,
put it on a shelf somewhere.
Yeah.
that footage has disappeared. It has never been seen since. There is audio recordings of the Blues Brothers because they did put out a couple albums. So there is an audio recording of their cover of "Sink the Bismarck," but I don't think it's the actual film audio.
Cool.
But I thought I knew everything I needed to know about my favorite movie, and then I get that blown at me on my birthday. That was pretty awesome.
I'm 50 and I learned a new Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It was
See?
great. It was a great day.
Am useful.
It was a great day.
That's cool. I love when you find out new stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like that's why I love the trivia section of IMDb.
Oh yeah,
That's my
Especially-
favorite spot. Of
Yeah.
IMDb, yeah.
Mhm. Especially when I'm watching an older movie, there's a lot more information now. We
Yep.
know more of the story, so yeah, you can learn some really interesting things. And IMDb trivia covers a lot of it.
Even watching old movies, like I did not know Danny Trejo was in this movie until I watched it
Yeah.
today. It's like, how did I not know that?
That's where it began. He's like, now you will have a cameo in every movie.
Now you got me thinking. I'm going to go take a look. Where is Danny Trejo? I'm going to check his IMDb list and see exactly.
You're going to be scrolling a while.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'll speed down to the bottom. I'm curious about the bottom.
One of my favorite movies with Danny Trejo, not even that he's a main character, is Con Air.
Mhm.
Con Air is a good classic. Oh, we already talked about Nicolas Cage movies once, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god.
For something a little different, if you can find it, because I'm not sure where it's shown, but Madness in the Method. It's the film that was made by Jason Mewes of
Okay.
Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes, Jay and Silent Bob.
Mm-hmm.
And Trejo is in it as one of his best friends because he is one of Jay's best friends. And it is a side of Trejo you have never seen before.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
it
Like
is
in a good way or a bad way?
well, that depends on, I guess, your
A way.
perspective on certain things.
Mm-hmm.
All things feathered boa.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Interesting.
But
Okay.
it's a fun flick, but when you see Trejo like that, it really changes your perspective on Machete.
Yeah.
I pulled up his IMDb. Okay. Normally you see like 112 credits, 3 upcoming. Okay.
Oh,
Because, well, you see that kind of 3 upcoming because those are projects due.
Yeah.
Previous 430 credits,
Yeah.
upcoming 31.
Wow.
There are 31 projects in development with Danny
I feel
Trejo.
like he's got a rule, like when they send him scripts, like 2 pages is all I can do. Okay. You send me a script, only 2 pages. That's it.
You get Thursday and Friday at the end of
Yeah.
March. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Are you filming in this town? Because that's when I'll be there. So you got
2
me
week
for 1 day.
stints. 2 week stints, and he's doing like a world tour of where he's shooting at.
Maybe he's got it figured out, man. Maybe that's the way to do it.
Oh, wow. The Hidden was his 5th movie.
Wow.
He was a fresh baby-faced little Danny Trejo.
Wow.
He did Project A in 1983. Then he did Runaway Train, Bulletproof, Penitentiary 3, and The Hidden.
Mm.
Although
Bulletproof. What Bulletproof is that? Is that the Gary Busey one?
that is the Gary Busey one.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say I don't remember him from the Adam Sandler one.
Wow, that Gary. I know.
Yeah.
I remembered. I know. I watched that Gary Busey one a few times, but I remember next to nothing about it now.
That was his 3rd. Danny Trejo's 3rd movie is Bulletproof with Gary Busey.
Wow.
That'd be all
Okay,
right.
what the
Meeting
hell is-
Gary Busey on your 3rd movie.
That was before he was crazy.
This guy's nuts, or it's going to be nuts. Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess that would be the 80s, so it wouldn't be crazy.
Yeah.
Well, as
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't
Yeah,
think
when-
he had.
when
I don't think he had his motorcycle accident yet.
No. Yeah.
No,
his
when I
teeth
met him,
weren't half
he was
his
crazy.
face at that point.
I've
yeah?
told you the story where I got to meet him, didn't I?
I don't think so. Not me,
Oh.
anyways.
This is when I went to visit Rochelle in Louisville, Kentucky. This is probably 2018. And I was with her, like her ex now, but they were together at the time, the boyfriend. We were walking her pig, Gunther. And so we're going down the hall to the room, and Gary Busey walks out of his room, and he stops, he looks down, he just goes, "Pig!" And he runs back in his room. And that was it. I did not see him again.
I forgot about that.
My 3-second introduction to Gary Busey right there.
There was a really good amount of information in that. You really condensed it very well. Like, yeah, it was a pig named Gunther. We were walking it. Met Gary Busey. Peaced out.
There was more of the story than there was of Gary Busey's appearance. Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Honestly, I mean, like, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be like, I met Gary Busey.
yeah,
He's-
I saw
I
him. He
watched
was
him freak
there.
out.
But see, the other part of
Hates
that story
pigs, though.
is that was the same day we got to have Linda Blair pick up the pig poop.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, which does not happen to everybody.
No.
We wandered over. She's a huge animal rights activist.
Mhm.
So she admitted she saw the pig. She came over and she's petting Gunther and all that. And then he went and she grabbed a Kleenex and picked it up. It's like,
Oh,
whoa,
wow,
it's like, dude, Linda Blair just picked up your poop.
wow, that's humbling. That's humbling.
Sell it on eBay.
Probably.
This pig poop was touched by Linda Blair.
That's
Yeah.
right. I should have grabbed it.
Video footage.
Yeah, video certification.
Yeah.
I
You're
just
on your way back. Do you have anything to declare? No.
Then they search your,
There's no. Yeah, poop
what
in
is
my
this
bag.
pile of poop in your bag?
Hey, Linda Blair touched it. I swear to God.
That's right. I just checked. Project A is actually a Jackie Chan movie,
Oh, sweet.
I thought it sounded familiar.
1983.
I gotta watch some
I'm
Jackie
quite sure
Chan
I
flicks
watched
again.
it way back when.
Yeah. So Danny Trejo's first movie was a Jackie Chan movie.
Nice.
And then Runaway Train. Let's do the top three. Runaway Train is, let me see, two escaped convicts and a female railway worker find themselves trapped on a speeding train with no brakes and nobody driving. John Voight, Eric Roberts, Rebecca De Mornay.
That actually sounds good.
TK Carter. There's actually some names in this. But this was when was this one? 1985. And I was wrong. I thought The Hidden was 86. It's actually 87.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I kept looking it up, and I kept getting thrown off because you kept saying 86. I'm like, I thought it was 87, and then I was worried I was not watching the right movie. But then 13 minutes in, I figured out I was definitely.
This is definitely the right movie.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah.
So looking at Danny Trejo, he did one in 83, one in 85, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 in 87. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 in 89. Apparently he took a break in 88. But this is what began his spree, because then there's 4 in 1980. There is 5, 6, 7, 7 in 91.
So like every year he's trying to do one more than he did the previous year.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Holy crap. We're 50 years up on this. That's why his credit list is so high.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But all right. Well, then to wrap this up, we'll just get you each to kind of give it either a thumbs up or thumbs down, what you think. Would you suggest this to people? Jason?
You do realize that Trejo has been in the business for 40 years now.
Yes.
So thumbs up for Danny?
40 years. Wow. Yes, thumbs up for Danny Trejo. And you know what? Other than it hasn't aged well visually. It is a pretty decent flick. So I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Well,
that was the other thing. Actually, you reminded me. Sorry, I wanted to bring it up. Is in 87, when you're listening to it, the music he's listening to is obnoxious music at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't have the same feel now when you're going, that's actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
James,
that's a good point.
What's your thought, James?
I would give it a pretty big thumbs down. I would only recommend this if I could go back in time to my 11-year-old self.
Go watch.
So give it a watch. You may get a kick out of this, but that'd be the only person to.
And I figured that when those were the opening words of the show, is I wish I had watched it when I was young. I could have liked it.
Yep.
Yeah,
nostalgia would be playing a role in there.
That foreshadowed everything.
but just like Highlander, it does not age well.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No, it doesn't. I want to say Highlander does, but no, it doesn't really.
Well, Highlander ages better than this, but.
Yeah, but that bar's not very high.
Yeah. Are you Egyptian or Scottish? I can't figure it out. What is happening here?
Yeah. Jeff, what's your thoughts?
Thumbs up. I mean, it's not a masterpiece. It's not something that, you got to watch. It's amazing. But like, that's one where it's like, yeah, it's decent. It's a decent 80s flick, better than most slop that's coming out of the 80s, I would say. I like that they took a couple risks with the actors, especially when you tell me who they considered.
Yeah.
Who actually knows if they all auditioned, but and I thought there was some good character development. Like I said, it made me think at the end and question a little bit. So those all give it a couple, points above just your standard 80s action movie. Obviously, it hasn't aged the greatest, but I think it's also aged a little bit better than some other 80s movies. I mean, maybe not some of the effects and stuff, but I would give it a solid 6.7 out of 10. I got to go with the point. Yeah, 6.7 out of 10. So, yeah, thumbs up for me.
And I think I'm now going to lump it into the Highlander category, where I'm going to ignore the sequel, and I'm going with your theory, Jeff, that it's the life force that saved him, and he's not a dick inhabiting some guy's
That's
body.
what I want to believe. I realize, you know what though? If they did make a good legit sequel, which obviously it's too late now, I could see it going either way, and I think I'd enjoy either way. But since
it's Hollywood, it's never too late.
Yeah, as a closed movie, I like to think that he saved him. That's what I like to think. So
yeah,
he let him be with his family. I hope, anyways.
That's what I'm going with. Because yeah, you're right. If it's the way I'm thinking, he's a total dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm alive. You're dead. Oh well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, thanks so much, Jeff, for joining us on this.
Thanks for having me.
Like I said, rabbit holes and many, but it was fun. For another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Rob.
I'm James.
I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
And we'll see you all later.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Toodles.
Philip! It's a